Hey everyone, welcome back to the $100 MBA show. I'm your host, Omar Zenhom. Today's lesson is all about starting a business in just 48 hours, 2 days, a weekend, and by the end, you could be ready to launch, to get that business out in the world, to start getting customers. If you've been dreaming about using your skills to make a living, now's the time to get it rolling. Why 48 hours? Because speed forces clarity. When you're on a deadline, you're focused on what matters most. So let's turn your skills into an offer, into a business, and find your first clients and launch your business in just 2 days. Now, I want to share with you my take how to do this in 48 hours. And in my opinion, if you want to build a business, your first business really quickly, the easiest way to do this is to build a service-based business, a business that offers a service solving a problem for a particular customer. This is going to allow you to make money quickly and get your business off the ground very soon. And by the way, you could start a service-based business, then turn that service into a product or a software or something like that. But it's good to start somewhere, and we want to get off the ground and start making some cash. So the first thing you need to do is to carve out 2 days, okay? Look at your calendar. Take a weekend off and just focus on this. You have the holidays coming up. Maybe you could take 2 days off during the holidays. The point here is that you need to block out time and use 2 full days to get your business up and running. It's not asking for much to have a business on your hands, to have something that you can actually start making money off very quickly. Now, in order for this to work, you're going to need to trust me, okay? In order for you to have a business in your hands in 48 hours, you can't question every step of the way, okay? You're going to have to just implement and trust the fact that I have experience and that I can actually show you how to do this and that you'll have something that you're proud of by the end of the 2 days. So I have your trust. Awesome. Let's start with day one, okay? You have 2 days. Day one, we're going to define, decide, and develop, okay? You could see this as the strategy day, the day that we actually come up with a strategy, we start making some decisions, we start developing what we're going to offer, okay? So let's start with define. You're going to define your service. Don't overthink it. Pick something you're good at and others need. So look at your job right now. Look at your work. Look at your experiences. What do you do? What skills do you have? How do you help other people? And how can you turn that into a service? For some of you, this is going to be easy. If you work for an accounting firm, you can offer accounting services to people. If you are a marketer in a business, you're part of the marketing department, you can offer marketing services, helping them build their landing pages, helping with their copy, running their ads. If you were like me, I was a school teacher. I was a high school and university teacher. I taught English as a second language. I incorporated teaching as part of my first service. I coached people. I showed people how to do things, how to build a business, how to build a website, how to build a brand. So leverage anything you have at your disposal right now. Don't overthink it. Just think about, what am I really good at? Where do I have experience? What am I getting paid for already? How can I turn that into a service? I also want to take this moment to say, this doesn't have to be your business forever. This is just a start. We're launching here. The goal here is to have something that makes us money, that allows us to practice business. And at the end of the 2 days, we can then pivot, change, improve, modify. It's okay. But let's start with something. Let's not have analysis paralysis. Let's get started somewhere, get the ball rolling, and then refine, iterate as we go. So just to reiterate, you're going to start identifying your skills and building a service around it, an offer that you can offer. It could be design work. It could be consulting. It could be social media management. It could be coaching. It could be writing, right? Pick something simple, something that you know you can do and that can help people, and make sure it's clear and specific, okay? Clear and specific services sell best. For example, one of the first service-based businesses I had when I was in teaching is I built people's websites on WordPress. Very easy. I can create a website for your restaurant, for your small business. It's very clear. You need a website for your business, I can create it for you. So number one was define your service. Number two, decide on your target client and offer. Narrow down your audience and speak to someone specific. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest mistakes a lot of new entrepreneurs do is they try to cater to everybody. They don't niche down. What you want to do is speak to somebody specific, because when you're not speaking to somebody specific, you're trying to speak to everybody. When you speak to everybody, you're speaking to nobody, okay? You don't want to be vanilla. You want to be really, really a clear, resonating sound voice that people hear that are made for you and your service, okay? Trust me, narrow down your audience. So the best way to do this is ask yourself who benefits the most from your service. Be specific. Maybe small business owners, maybe it's solopreneurs, or people who need a boost in a specific area like productivity or marketing. Create a simple offer they can't resist. This is where it comes in. You have to understand your audience and the offer that works hand in hand. These two things work hand in hand. Specific audience, specific offer. The offer solves the specific problems that this specific audience has. So you're going to create an offer they can't resist and focus on delivering value in solving that problem. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have experience in teaching snowboarding. Maybe that's your day job. Maybe you are at the resorts teaching people how to snowboard, doing private lessons, doing group lessons, okay? So there's a lot of range here. You could teach advanced, you could teach people that are intermediate looking to brush up their skills, or beginners. And even in beginners, there's specific beginners. There's people that it's their first time, some people it's their third time, they still haven't got it yet. So maybe you want to really narrow down even more and say, I only cater to people that are snowboarding for the first time, their first time. Now, again, you can expand upon it and grow later on, but now we're going to just get specific and say, if you're snowboarding for the first time, your first trip on the snowboard, first experience, I'm the person for you. And you may want to even narrow it down more and say, I don't actually teach kids, I teach adults. So how do we create an offer? How do we create an offer that makes total sense for these people, for the people that are doing this for the first time? This is my audience, right? Well, right now we're not trying to think about how do I make the most money or maximize everything or my profit margins. Right now we want to make a sale that's irresistible. We want to get some momentum on actually getting customers and having a business that actually gets customers to us with very little effort. So maybe it's $500 an hour for a private lesson on the mountain, right? In person. And usually people need 4 to 5 to 6 hours on their first day as a private lesson to get to a competency level where they could do the snowboarding thing alone. So maybe it's over 2 days or something like that. So that's, close to $3,000. But what if you said, hey, for a fraction of the price, for $500, I'm going to give you a service, and we're going to do this remotely. We're going to do this on a video call. Even before you go on this trip, I'm going to show you how to prepare and how to get dressed and how to get the gear and how to rent your gear and know exactly how to fit your boots. And then I'm going to be with you on your first day on FaceTime, on Zoom, on whatever. And I'm going to show you your first tips, show you how to do things. I'm going to be with you going by the hand, one-on-one for a full day. And I'm going to show you exactly how to feel confident on a snowboard and not hurt yourself. This is just a made-up example on the spot, but I'm creating an offer based on a specific avatar, a specific niche audience. So we had define, decide. Now we're going to go to number 3, develop. We want to develop a quick start service package, right? Launch fast, refine later. We want to build a minimal viable package for your service. This is what you're going to offer all your first clients. This one package that they could just buy, right? That makes total sense for them. Don't worry about creating a perfect offer. Just start with something valuable and easy for you to deliver. Like that first day on the mountain I just mentioned, okay? Where it's just an easy package. I'm going to have a call with you the day before you go, or maybe a week before you go on your trip, and I'm going to get you prepared. I'm going to show you how to get dressed. I'm going to show you how to put on the boots. I'm going to show you how to do everything. I'm going to show you how to rent your gear. I'm going to make sure you have the right lift ticket and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to also be there on the mountain. That's the package. Another example would be like a 2-week social media boost, where maybe you're a social media expert. You can show people how to boost their social media profile by getting more followers or more likes. Maybe you're a great copywriter and you want to write their threads. Again, it's just a very easy starting point for the client to say, yes, this person can get a win for me. Maybe you're a consultant or a coach where you have like a one-time coaching call or some sort of branding audit. The goal here is to make it simple and irresistible. So that's day 1. Define, decide, develop. Day 2 is all about how to set up your business, how to promote it, and connect yourself with the right people that are going to allow you to be successful. So let's start with setup. You're going to set up your online presence. If they can't find you, they can't hire you. That's just how it works. So one of the best ways to be found is to have a website, okay? To have a website that's very simple, or even just one page to allow to detail your services. Why do I say website? Because websites are found on Google, and most people Google something, or even they use AI these days, but AI is pulling off the internet, And your website could be recommended or could be ranked based on how specific you are. Maybe something's like how to snowboard the first day for adults. And if you're that specific, there's a good chance that you can rank well. You want to make it easy for people to understand what you do and how to contact you. So basically what you want to do on this one-page website is, hey, this is what I do. This is the problem I solve. This is how I can help you. If you're interested in me helping you, book a free call. Click this button to sign up. Click this button to learn more. When it comes to building a website, there's a lot of different tools. They basically all do the same thing with different variable customization. Like some are easily customizable, some of them are not so customizable, some are paid, some of them are free. So I'm going to give you a few options so you don't waste any time. Spend 30 minutes on making a decision on what tool to use because you can always change it later on, okay? You can use Squarespace, which is a very popular website builder. Very easy for you to create a one-page website. You can use something like Ghost, which is a blogging platform and website builder. Ghost is a great solution. And lastly, Canva. Canva actually has websites, and Canva's free. You can sign up for a free account, and you can build a website with Canva. Very simple one, but it's easy to build. So do a little research on those three, see which one you like the best, see which one fits your budget, and get started. Next, promote to your network and communities. Your network is your first client base. So tap into it, okay? When I say network, I'm talking about anybody you know, okay? This could be friends, this could be families, it could be everybody that you know on Facebook or Instagram, all the people that are following you on X. This could be your, current colleagues, people that you've worked with in the past, people on LinkedIn, anybody and everybody that you think could benefit from your service. So you're going to start by sharing, of course, on social media or reaching out via email to people that you know or worked with in the past. Maybe join some relevant online communities or groups, like groups on Facebook, maybe some communities on LinkedIn. You don't need a big budget. You just need to reach out authentically and just let people know, hey, I now solve this problem. I now offer this service. If you or anybody you know would be interested in this, go ahead and share it. Send them my way and I'll take care of them. Remember, visibility beats perfection. Your job in the beginning is just to announce to the world that you're doing this new thing, that this is something that exists that can help people. Don't worry about having the perfect marketing plan or the perfect sales funnel or whatever you think you need. Right now, we're just going to announce to the world, hey, I am now doing this. I can help you with this. And it's not enough just to say that. You got to say, if you're interested or you know somebody else who'd be interested, send them my way. Talk to me. Here's my website. This is how you can contact or book a call with me. So what happens when somebody books a call, right? You got to turn them into a customer to get them to buy your service. So you're going to connect with these potential clients that actually booked a call or pop their email in your form on your website, and you're going to get some feedback, right? That's number 6. Connect with potential clients and get feedback. Your first clients are gold mines of insight, okay? They're the people that are going to allow you to improve your business quickly and make it a world-class offering. So reach out to these people that email you or book a call immediately, as fast as humanly possible, and get on a call and tell them, this is what I want to offer you. This is how I can help you, and ask for feedback. Listen to what they need and adjust your service accordingly. Say, yeah, I can do that. I can change it. I can tweak that. I can help you with that. This immediate feedback will help you refine your offering and get those first testimonials you'll need after you make a sale. And then you can pop them on your website to get more sales. Every conversation is a chance to improve your business. So at this point, you made a few sales maybe. You have a few clients. You're delivering your service. You're getting feedback on that service, improving it with every new client that you have. And that leads me to the last step. The last thing you're going to do on day 2 is polish and keep pushing forward. Starting is the spark, but keep on going. This is just the beginning. Think about how much you've done in just 2 days, right? You have brainstormed your skills, found out how to turn those skills into a service. You've built an audience, or you've cultivated an avatar that you're going to go after, and you've built an offer that targets that amazing audience. You've built a website. You let the world know about the fact that you are now in business and you're offering this service. You're speaking to your customers. You're adjusting your offer. You're making some money now, right? You're delivering on the service. We're going to polish now the system. We're going to polish the business on that second day while we're talking to customers. You're going to take what you learned from your customers. You're going to tweak your messaging. You're going to change your copy on your website. You're going to keep reaching out to new customers. You're going to use these insights from your first clients to improve your service and the way you talk about your business on social media. From here, it's all about building on that initial momentum and securing some consistent clients, right? We're going to use this momentum that we really built over 2 days. It's a lot, all right? That's why I said you got to block book those 2 days. It's going to be intense. It's going to be crazy, but you're going to build something incredible in just 48 hours. You can do this, right? It's all about focus. It's all about action. It's all about momentum. And you just got to trust the system. Trust the fact that these steps will help you get that thing off the ground. You simply don't have time to overthink. You need to make things happen. And I'm living proof. I did this with my service-based business when I got started. I just got down to it. I said, enough's enough. I'm going to build this thing in 2 days. You don't need months of planning. Just get it out there, get it started, start serving people, and start learning. Thanks for tuning into the $100 MBA show. If you're ready to kick off your business in just 48 hours and you want a checklist for today's lesson, go to our worksheets. We have all our worksheets for all our lessons over there at 100mba.net/worksheets. You can get an easy checklist to go through so you know exactly how to build this business in just 48 hours. And you can use it as you're going through each day during the 2 days. I'm Omar Zenhom. Thank you so much for being part of this community of the $100 MBA. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit subscribe. It helps us tremendously, but it also helps you because you get our next episode automatically, whether you're subscribing on YouTube or on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or Overcast or whatever app you like to use or medium you like to use to consume our show. Thanks in advance for doing that, and I'll check you in the next episode.